Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here. I have some cool ideas to do for today, and I also have some exciting news. So first, for the painting, I did this painting off camera and I liked it, but my concept was just turquoise, white, and gold and black as a thin paint straight pour. When it came out, you can't see it as much here, but when it dried, it was really gray in a lot of parts of the painting because of the black and white mixing together. And so I rethought my concept for today's video, but I also came in and shaded some areas in blue. I added some additional black to add some contrast, and changing the colors a bit, adding contrast. It all, for me, helped this painting be a little bit more pleasing. And this is still a work in progress for me. I may add some more gold details to it. It's just fun to kind of play around and experiment with different concepts of composition to see what I get out of it. And I can always look back at my photos and see which one I liked best so that I know what to do in the future. I wanted to show you this and talk a little bit about composition because my exciting news is Rinske Dauna and I have created a new course, and this one is called The 3 C's. It is all about composition, color selection, and a little bit of color theory and creativity. And it's a very different course. It's not necessarily teaching you a specific technique, but much more so about giving you our personal experiences about an artistic eye and being an artist and creativity. So it's really cool. It's got lots of exercises for you to do. We give you some of our own personal experiences. But it is launch day, so if you use the code LAUNCH30, you can get $30 off the course. It's at smartartcourses.com. I'll put all the links and everything below. But we're really proud of this one. We worked actually for a really long time on it, so feel free to check it out if you like. For this painting today, I realized that my mistake from that earlier painting was the fact that I added the black in with all of the colors. And I think for what I wanted a lot of contrast in the painting. I think what I'm gonna do this time is puddle the black and then do the straight pour and kind of ribbon pour through it to get the effect that I want. But looking back at it, it just didn't have some of the elements of composition that I like. The flow of it, the movement kind of it, and definitely the contrast of it. Those were kind of the two things that were missing for me. So yeah, let's get started. Let's hope that this one works a little bit better. I love that painting, don't get me wrong, but I just had a concept in my mind. So hopefully we can figure that out together. Let's paint. All right, so for this, should I layer my cup first? I don't know because I don't want, I already have black paint all over me. I think I'm gonna layer the cup first. I don't want it to sit and kind of meld together too much, but I do think I want to do it first. Okay, so I've got my turquoise. And I debated putting, I think I may just put the tiniest bit of black in there because I'm okay with a little bit of black. That's it. Because that part will likely turn gray. Now, I think I'm done with the white as well. Put the rest of my gold, and then I want the rest to really be turquoise. Maybe just a little bit of white on top. Okay. All right, so that was easy peasy for that part. The hard part is going to be actually making sure I get a design that I like. So I'm going to pour the circle out first. The circle, that doesn't really look like a circle, huh? Okay, I think that's plenty. Now, do I roll this one around a little bit? Maybe I do, just a tiny bit to kind of spread it out first. Okay. Now, I'm going to pour this out. Do I start with my ribbon pour? And do I have enough gold? That was my other question. Do I add a little bit more gold? I do want a good amount of gold in this. Let me add one more little bit of gold, I think. All right, that is the great thing about having your paint mixed up in jugs. There are some downsides to it as well. You have to maintain the lids and otherwise you'll get these particles. Sometimes I strain them anyway, just to make sure I don't have any like little dried bits when it gets down to the end, but I do love having my paints already mixed up. All right, so here we go. I am gonna pour directly in the center. That part may get a little bit muddy to start, but then I want some of the black to remain there. Ooh, there was a really good amount of, oh, the cells that are popping up in this one. Unbelievable. Oh, I hope they stay there. So this way I get my stark black base. I hope that, okay, so I'm gonna pour, I got excited. I'm gonna pour a little bit around this edge so that I can stretch off what I don't like. I might stretch off some of that side, but I love the rest of this. Woo! And then I'll just reuse this. This will basically turn, the paint that's left over from this will basically just be black again. All right, I'm very excited to see how this one comes out. Sometimes you just need to take a concept, experiment with it and try it out a little bit, and then really sit on it and think like, how can I make this work with the way that I'm doing it? All right. My negative space, straight pour. All right. Let's go. Ooh, there's a lot of paint on there. Uh-oh, most of my black is probably gonna come off. I'm gonna tilt a lot off that side because I want to keep it. Ooh, I really like that side too. What do I wanna do? I think I'm gonna bring it down this way. Now, my next question is, do I like, I had my thumb there the whole time. Do I like the fact that there's no black over here in this corner? This is so pretty. It's definitely not, it doesn't look like my regular thin paint straight pours, and I like that. It's different. So right now I'm thinking about the composition again. So I'm thinking about, does it have balance? And I'm not talking about symmetry. So here on this side, I've got this stark black. Your original thought would be, yes, I want this corner to be black as well, but this black has design that's not the same as the center. So for me, that's okay for me. I've got these tiny little parts of black veining. This is really pretty on this side. Those cells stretched out, and I've got gold running through this area. I've got motion up here. I really like it. Completely different than the other painting I did. And that's totally okay. I'm glad I added the gold, the extra gold at the last second, because this is much more like what I wanted. Yeah, I think if anything, there could be a black stripe running through here. I just don't know if I want to do it. Maybe I do it. I'm gonna do it like this. And then I'm gonna take my finger and smooth it back out. Yes, yes, yes. I am super happy with this one. I love the motion, love the colors. I feel like it is very balanced. And again, composition is such a personal thing. What I like in composition may not be what you like. And I find that out all the time. Paintings that I don't really see it, you know, people will message online like, oh my gosh, this was so pretty. And they find a reason why it meant something to them. So art is so personal, but I am really happy with this one. I'll show you wet, and then I will show you dry, and I will also show you the other painting as well and let you see them all together. So thanks. Okay, here it is. So look at how beautiful and soft those lines are. You can see the gold sitting on top right there. It's super soft. It's just exactly what I wanted. The gold is going to shine through beautifully. There's so many details. I love the black veining that's through there and right here. And then there's that portion that I added to just make it feel a little bit more cohesive. The black here, the black running down there. I love the turquoise. I am super happy. Look at that in the center. All right, I'll show you how it dries. All right, here, this one is, and then afterwards I'll show you the other one, and they are both beautiful. This was more the concept that I had in mind for the composition. So I wanted, for the elements of composition, I wanted the movement here, and I got that with my river of gold. I wanted contrast with the gold turquoise and the dark black background. I wanted a little bit off balance. So I love that this side has more weight to it than this side. I love the lines and the shapes that are being created by the corners up here. And really, to me, this feels in harmony and overall balanced. And it creates almost a soft, soothing feeling. And I will take you in on some of those gorgeous details. Look at how that gold is shining. And this section down here, I am glad that I added back in that bottom portion right there. That tiny little black line actually, I feel, helped my composition. But, you know, composition is not just what it looks like, basically. It's all of these elements put together to create the painting, and knowing those elements and knowing how to modify them to get exactly what you want is what I feel is extremely important. So 1 second and I will show you the other two paintings side by side. So here they are. I think they are actually beautiful as a set, but you can tell the motion in this one is much more energetic. It's still got movement going upwards. I painted in some of the darker areas on this one because it had much less contrast to it. It had a little bit less of the gold coming through, but these are the exact same colors with a little bit different application of them to the canvas. Same technique, though, to create a completely different painting, really. but I definitely like both of them. I think I'm probably drawn to this one a little bit more, but I love this one too. This one gives me like galaxy space vibes. This one has more energy, and this one is much more calming to me. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure to check out our 3Cs course on composition, color, selection, and creativity if you would like. I've got all my links below, and I am super happy about it. You can use the code LAUNCH30 for $30 off, and I appreciate you all so much for being here. Thanks for watching. Happy painting. Bye.